Shreyans.
Yes, sir.
Shreyans, introduce yourself to board members.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shreyansh Kumat. I'm from Kishangarh, Rajasthan. I've completed my graduation from IIT Bombay in mechanical engineering. Thereafter, I worked with EY as a business consultant for around 2 years. And thereafter, I left it to prepare for UPSC.
So, why somebody who's a IIT graduate getting into civil services instead of getting into corporates?
So, I was in corporate for 2 years.
Yeah.
And thereafter, I was looking what would be my next steps. And I was going through different opportunities that I can get. And I stumbled upon civil services, and it inspired me as a good next option, which can give me a wide gamut of opportunities and a platform in which I can contribute to the nation building as well and have a very, very prestigious job.
So you stumbled upon this career.
Yes.
And it's very likely that after once you get into it, you'll stumble upon something else as well.
I think within IS, when I did the research, I talked to my seniors. They told me that within IS, you get a gamut of opportunities. Like you get to be in different, like in district administration, you can take deputation in the centers as well. So there are a wide range of opportunities within IAS and within other civil services which are there. So I don't think I'll have to look outwards. I can always look inwards within what are different ways I can contribute in the job while satisfying myself.
I can see that you did your graduation from IIT Mumbai in mechanical engineering.
Yes, sir.
One of the subject which is available in civil services as optional. Yes. But you went on to choose anthropology. You never studied. So why this infidelity to your own discipline?
So I would not say it is an infidelity. So it was more like when I started preparing for UPSC. At the time I consulted few seniors, and they told me that covering the 8 semesters of mechanical engineering would take a lot more time, and taking a humanities subject would help me in general studies as well. So that's why I started looking out for which humanities subject which can interest me a lot. So at that time I came upon Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. It's a book. So I read that, and like it was about the history of mankind, and like it got me really interested how we origined, and what we have today has a lot of civilizational history. And that is why I got interested into anthropology, and I thought this is the humanities subject that I can take.
Okay. Shreyans, since you studied anthropology and you said you studied human development with great interest, tell me, what are anthropological bases of patriarchy?
So when during the course of evolution, what has happened that the erect posture came upon human beings, and because of that the birth canal shortened, and the human babies started to come out as underdeveloped children. So the woman at that time had to take care of the children. So that particular thing led to a culture or a society in which division of labor had to happen. And in many society, that particular thing led to patriarchy.
And you agree by the theory, or you believe there are some shortcomings in it?
The theory as per se is valid for many societies, but there are many societies where we see matriarchy as well, or let's say egalitarian societies as well. So in some parts the theory is correct.
If we agree to the main aspects of this theory, it appears that the cost of development of Homo sapiens into erectus and a big skull human being was born by women of the society.
Yes, yes.
Do you believe that anthropology is unjust to women?
I don't think so. Anthropology as such.
Human development is unjust to women.
That is how it has happened biologically, you can say. But now, with our rationality in the society, we are able to identify that such thing has happened, and now we are trying to make sure that all the injustices are taken care of and empowerment of women happens.
But if we look at our role as society and as a political class against the women reservation bill in the parliament, it appears that we are not adequately prepared to compensate for what we did in the past.
So I think the change will have to come from the society itself. And slowly, as we can see, there are social reformers who are pushing towards it. And we need to generate the consensus and the political will to ensure that the much needed thing is done.
Do you believe if we had a women in the leadership position for say another 2 decades after Indira Gandhi, we might have been in a different pedestal on gender justice thing?
So women leader at the top would have given role models to many women, and they would have come out and made sure that they are able to get their rights. So that would have definitely helped. But at the top, it is one thing, but the movement has to come from the grassroots as well. So it has to be a balance of both. So that would have definitely helped.
Thank you, Shreyans. Dr. Tan.
Shreyans, continuing with your anthropology, seeing that you have special interest in it, tell me, what are the changes in cranial space from the starting of human species till now?
So if we look at our ancestors, let's say the apes, they were having the cranial capacity of around 200 to 400 cubic centimeters. And currently what we have is around 1200 to 400 cubic centimeters. In between, there were Neanderthals who had cranial capacity of more than us. They're around 1500 cubic centimeters. Apart from that, how the shape of the skull has changed is that the prognathism has reduced. We now have flatter faces. Apart from that, you can say this is called the medulla. I am forgetting the term. So that has gone downward and backward. So earlier, what used to happen is an animal or an ape would have this. If this is the head, then this spinal cord will be like this.
Vertebra
will be like this. And now we have erect posture. So that has changed. So that has continuously helped us to be bipedal in nature and to be able to see farther things and help us in hunting. And these changes have helped us grow as a species.
Okay. Which do you consider is the more important event of evolution? Cultural revolution, agricultural revolution, or cognitive revolution? You have read Sapiens.
Yes, I have. I would say the major gulf which was created between animals and humans was the domestication of fire, because it helped us grow our brains, and at the same time it led to enormous power in the hands of humans.
But I asked you to choose between agricultural revolution, cultural revolution, or cognitive revolution.
Yes, so I'm saying that the cognitive revolution which happened after this will be the best one, I would say.
Okay. You are also from Rajasthan.
Yes, ma'am.
I find that Rajasthan's culture is full of gender discrimination. There is feticide, there is infanticide, there was a social evil of sati. Till now there is violence against women, dowry, and lot many things. And still people say that Rajasthan has a rich culture. Convince me that Rajasthan has a rich culture. I don't feel so.
Ma'am, all these things that you are saying, that women of the Rajasthan are marginalized, they have not been given equal rights in the society. I would agree with that. That has been there in the past, and slowly we are changing. We have taken many steps. You can see the child sex ratio has improved. The PCPNDT Act has been enforced with greater extent. And at the same time, I would say